Hey everyone, AJ here from herfitnesssolutions.com. It has been a really long time since I've made a video. I apologize. I've been busy and videos are, well, I don't really love doing videos, to be honest with you. It's kind of awkward sometimes. So they've just kind of taken the back burner right now, but I think it was time for an update. Maybe it's because I've had like a flood of, people emailing me. I think, the weather's warmed up, so it's time to put on some shorts and maybe go to the beach, and people are feeling self-conscious, and I understand that. But I want to talk about something that I always see when it comes to reviewing consultations and progress pictures. And I'm just going to throw it out there and just tell you what I see. And I don't know, maybe this is going to help you a little bit with your current mindset. I don't know. I mean, I'm just going to tell you what I see. So in the assessment process, I gather all this information from the client. It's pretty thorough. And then, of course, I always ask for a progress pictures. And, a lot of women are reluctant to do that at first, but I think it is something that is important for us to do. And I'll tell you why. If I were to just read what these potential clients, the assessments that I'm reading, if I were just to read what these women are writing, about what they want to change or achieve. If I was just to read that and not have the actual photographs or look at the measurements or whatever that they're going to send me, the way women describe themselves and what they need to do to reach their goals or whatever their goal might be, what they think they need to do to, lack of a better term, have the physique that they want. The way they describe it is so different compared to when I look at the photograph. Like sometimes I'm looking to make sure I haven't screwed up and saved the wrong photograph to the wrong file, because I'm reading the assessment going, okay, I mean, this woman sounds like, she's got a lot of weight to lose, and potentially, she has some very stubborn problem areas. And then I look at the picture and I'm like, maybe I got this wrong. Maybe I saved it to the wrong file. And I, go back and like sometimes I even, I double check and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is the right person. So, yeah, I mean, just that alone, it's just with a lot of women, I see this all the time, the way they describe themselves on paper and how far they need to go to reach their goals. And what I see, I'm like, well, this woman's not really far off from her goal at all. And in fact, a lot of times, it's always constant. It's always like, I need to lose weight. I need to lose weight. And I look at the pictures a lot of time and I'm like, no, you don't need to actually lose any weight right now. You need to start doing some resistance training and gain some muscle. And then, maybe we'll go through another phase where we try to lean out a little bit more. But, it's astonishing to me that there's a lot of information out there about what gives a woman the shape of her body and how muscle mass is very important. Yet we just can't seem to get out of that mindset that we need to keep being smaller and smaller and smaller, when really a lot of these women need to grow some muscles. That's actually the look that they're describing to me, but they're still connecting it with they need to be smaller, which was not the case. It's interesting too with progress pictures then moving forward. I'll open up progress pictures and I always put them side by side with the last month, and I'll look at them and I'll be like, wow, oh my gosh, look at this area and this area, and I see all these changes. And then you read the message that goes with, the progress pictures, and it's like, meh, I still have some fat on my thighs. And I'm like, so I'm seeing like 10 areas of your body that have drastically improved, along with the emails that you've sent me about how good you're feeling and how much energy you have and that your cravings are gone away. And the only comment you have is, my thighs are a little not perfect. Well, the fact of the matter is that they might never be perfect, whatever you have in your head of what they're going to be. And I don't know how to describe this properly, but maybe I'll just give you a little bit of what my mindset was, and how I had to change it when I was trying to do my body recompositions. I really had to take as much emotion out of it as possible. I almost had to look at it like I was the coach, and I was even looking at my pictures like it wasn't even me. I had to just really detach emotion, basically just look at the whole process as an experiment. I was like, I don't know what the outcome's gonna be. I don't know how much progress or how much change or progress I'm gonna see in certain areas. And you know what? As long as I'm healthy and I'm feeling good, that is really the most important thing. And everything else was basically just like a science experiment. And I really had to look at it that way. I had to be like, you know what? This is just going to be an interesting n equals 1. And let's see what happens if I do this. Let's see what happens if I do this. I really had to try to detach emotion. And I even had to train myself when I looked at my own progress photographs to do what I say with my clients. Be like, okay, don't zone in on the only thing that you dislike. Why don't you first start with all the things that have changed in a positive way, starting with how you feel and how you've improved your relationship, maybe with food or exercise or stress, and then look at the progress pictures in a way where you're like, okay, I see improvements in these areas, and understand how body composition changes don't happen in a linear fashion, and that certain areas do hang on to body fat longer than others. And you know, genetically we're all different, so you're not going to see the same changes as your friend does. I didn't really plan this video blog, and I don't really know, I didn't really have anything, you know, premeditated what I was going to say, but I guess the most important thing is, like, I look at what some people are saying about themselves when they look at their pictures, and I'm like, you wouldn't let someone else say that about you. If you were in a store trying on clothes, and the store clerk came up to you and said to you what you say about yourself when I ask you about your progress pictures, you would basically tell her to, yeah. And you probably wouldn't buy anything from her. You'd probably walk through the store and be like, that girl is a bitch and she doesn't deserve my money or my business, because who talks to someone like that? Well, I see a lot of women talking to themselves that way. So maybe you just need to have that little chat with yourself and say, you know what? Maybe I deserve a little bit more respect from myself. And I don't know, this is kind of going on for a rant to be like almost 8 minutes now, so I better go. So anyway, that's all I gotta say for today.